Cut a square the measurements required for your chosen size. Mark halfway down two opposite sides of your square. Cut a diagonal from corner to corner so you have two equal triangles. With right sides together, pin your triangles along the edges matching the halfway marks. The lined up edges are one of the shorter triangle legs. Sew using a 1/4 inch or 6 mm seam allowance. Then trim your seam allowance down to 1/8 inch or 3 mm. And press your seam allowance in one direction. On the wrong side of your fabric, draw lines parallel to the long sides of your piece, 1 1/4 inch or 3.2 centimeters apart. With right sides facing, bring the short ends of your piece together. Offset your lines by 1. This is the most important part of creating continuous bias strips. Carefully pin matching the ends of your lines. The line should match 1/4 inch or 6 mm from the edge. Sew using 1/4 inch or 6 mm seam allowance. Then trim your seam allowance down to 1/8 inch or 3 mm. Press your seam allowance in one direction. I like to use a sleeve board for this part. You can just finger press the seam allowance if you don't want to use an iron. As you can see, the iron starts to remove some of my lines. Cut along your lines in a spiral manner so that your bias strips stay continuous. Use a sleeve board to cut your bias tape in a continuous manner by slipping the tubular piece of fabric around the sleeve board and pulling it gently as you cut around and around. For the Feeling Loopy pattern, you do not need to fold your bias tape along your raw edges. One raw edge will be sewn with 1/2 inch or 13 mm seam allowance, and then folded around your fabric to create a bias binding. Keep your continuous bias tape neatly set aside by wrapping it around scrap cardboard.